Holy smokes.
It works.
Are we here?
Are we here? Oh my God, we got this error message like
It was a surprise.
5 seconds ago. I was like, oh my
Halloween
God.
surprise. And we're not really sure if we're on again. We tried to. It was...
We tried. We really did try.
So
David Carson, if you're out there listening.
somebody let Felicia know on her
Yeah,
phone, since my phone has got drafted to some other use.
Halloween's not supposed to be terrifying for us.
Mwahaha. Halloween is a spooky, spooky night.
Afternoon. With all the sunshine.
Arr.
Now, if you're out in your gardens enjoying yourselves, know that while I am crying quietly, I'm also really envious.
Here in the Pacific Northwest, it's like an uncharacteristically sunny, pleasant day out today, so we're expecting very few Seattleites there.
Ooh.
What?
Well, I'm just not saying anything back from David and Catherine.
Did anybody see us? Somebody let us
Somebody
know.
let us know.
This is...
I know, I'm going to text Tanya and Chris Bingham. Tanya Upland.
Oh, it's always exciting.
Oh, too scary. Too much.
Well, we hope you're having a good Halloween, if you're out there.
JP says we're looking good.
Oh, yay!
In which case, thank you, JP.
Thank you, JP. Hi, nice to see you.
Really appreciate it. I think you drove the farthest to come to this gig. Oh, no, we have somebody in the Midlands. That's right. Ray Miller is watching. All right, I got a tune. Sorry.
Sorry for the inconvenience, folks. Thank you for sticking with us. Thank you for sticking around. Jim and Nancy McGill, are you still out there? If you so, you're in luck.
Why is that?
Because they wanted some Seth Blair songs.
Oh, well, we got those coming up, yeah. Okay, well, we're just going to get started with our first song and try and breathe.
Yeah, we'll try to get back to some kind of sense of normalcy here, because that was such a scary beginning. Yeah. So, here we are on the gun deck of the gun deck. Well, that's some kind of double Freudian slip, isn't it? A gun deck of a very wonderful ship, and I can't remember what the name of it is.
We're
but here
completely
we are.
rattled, if you couldn't tell.
We're completely rattled.
I mean, William's costume is obvious. A friend of mine saw my costume the other day, and she said, "Oh, you're a vampire librarian." And I said, "Oh, awesome.
Perfect.
But I don't have my fangs in." And she says, "That's because you're very well fed." It's like, oh. Okay, dear.
A C. Fox Smith poem. Originally set to music by our friend Bob Zentz, and then we kind of Halloweenized it a little bit, called the Trifina's Extra Hand. Wahahaha. Okay then. On the clipper ship Trifina, swinging nor'ard from the line, with the trade winds blowing steady and her flying kites a-shine. 65 days from Angier, with a freight of Flu Chow tea, there a sailor man lay dying, and the words he spoke were these: many a year I've sailed this packet, and I've got to like her well, and I've not much hope of heaven, and I've not much use for hell. But if so be as they'll let me, by the great hook block I swear, when the old Trifina wants me, it's dead as living, I'll be there. And there'll be one more at the halyards, There'll be one more on the yard, fisting down from thundering courses when they're frosted good and hard. One more tallying on the forebrace when the waist neck deep in foam. One more hand to sweat the topsails off, sheet to Gansel's home. So just off the western island, when he smelt the land he died, and they laid aback the mainyard and they dropped him overside, and then they squared away for England, pulley hauling with a will. But for all they thought they left him, well, he sailed aboard her still. And the chaps as was his shipmates, they went the way as all chaps go. And the folks as was her owners, they sold the old ship long ago. But whoever owned or sold her, and whoever went or came, the Trifina's extra hand, he sailed aboard her just the same. And he never signed no articles, and he never drawed no pay. He never scoffed no victuals, but by night as well as day. Although you'd never know his coming, and you'd never see him go, he'd be always somewheres handy when it's coming on a below. And he'd stand by wheel and look out, and you'd kind of feel him near, kind of see him and not see him, kind of hear him and not hear. And the funny thing about it was you somehow couldn't swear, though you knew it sure as shooting, when the extra hand was there. 'Cause there'd be one more at the halyards, there'll be one more on the yard, fisting down from thundering courses when they're frosted good and hard. One more tallying on the forebrace when the waist neck deep in foam. One more hand to sweat the topsails up, sheet to Gansel's home. And in port, when all the crew had gone ashore to take their ease, and they left the ship as lonely and as quiet as you please, not a blessed soul aboard her but the galley cat and you. And then you'd hear a sort of something. More than once I've heard it too. Like someone up aloft there, puttering round amongst the gear, sees in there another rattling, putting on a mousing here, rum-tumming old tunes over, such as shellbacks used to know in the good old China tea trade, many's the year ago.
looks and sounds great, say David and Catherine Carson. Thank you so much.
Thank you for the feedback.
Really appreciate it. Yay. Okay, so what's next, dear?
Next is picking half the beard out of my mouth. Our old Blackbeard never had it so bad as this. Sorry.
You like his little red ribbons? It was to make it match my costume.
So what happened for this time is that at the beginning of this month, Felicia was very ill. It was really terrible, and she was not feeling well at all. And
it took me about 2 weeks to even start feeling normal again.
So we started thinking, I'm not sure exactly what our forces are going to be like when we get to Halloween. So we started doing some preparation to do things on video, and had such a great time putting together videos of some of the songs that we're going to share them with you as part of this concert. And this is one that's become a fast favorite and a real earworm.
Yeah.
Another song by the wonderful Janie Maneely. And this one comes from when Janie was living in the state of Maryland and teaching on the Outer Banks of, what do they call it? The shore. The
Outer Shore, yeah. That's what I think. It was really pretty.
And along the water, anyhow, and she picked up many stories and scary things from her classes and her students. And this particular one, this is because on the Eastern Shore, that's what it's called, the Eastern Shore. Sorry, Marylanders, how could I forget that?
Sorry, Jake.
Out on the Eastern Shore is the Greenbrier Swamp located. And that is where the ghost of Big Liz guards a golden treasure. Ooh. So, Janie Maneely, who wrote this song, tells that she got her information from those in the know, the highest sources, which she says she's quoting local fifth graders.
They know everything.
They know everything. Just ask them. So it seems that Big Liz was an enslaved woman whose master trafficked with the Confederate Army back during the Civil War. Whoa. I should have sound effects for this. So they were readying a shipment of gold, and the master feared that Big Liz was planning to rat him out to the Yankees encamped just over yonder. Arr. So he did this. He told her that he needed help to haul the gold to the swamp to hide it for safekeeping. So he made her come along, tote the gold, and then he made her dig a hole in the swamp, in the Greenbrier Swamp, deep enough to bury the gold. Now, when she finished digging this hole, he grabbed up the shovel and he whacked her upside the head with it. And some say so much so that he took her head clean off. Whoa.
Poor Liz.
And he chucked her into the hole along with the gold and buried it and ran off. Now, for some reason that's never really quite explained, that gold was never recovered by anyone. Probably because this guy, owned it, probably deserved to fall off a cliff or something.
At least two cliffs.
Yeah. And anyhow.
Sharp rocks on the bottom.
So that means Big Liz still guards that gold up to this day, as a brave and courageous in death as she was in life, to make sure that it doesn't fall into the Confederate hands. So as you might imagine, there are many, many stories that are told by the locals of people who have wandered into the Greenbrier Swamp and they had encounters, close encounters, with things that, according to the fifth graders, gave them the willies. So with a bit of luck, we are going to play our rendition of Janie's wonderful song, Big Liz.
Got a great chorus. Sing along.
Hope you like it. Big Liz haunts the Greenbrier swamp, way down deep in the cold and damp. She's something big and not quite dead, and makes the hair stand up on a bald man's head. Down in the swamp where the wild things grow, she'll rise up, riled up and ready to go. The biggest whatever, whatever it is. And folks around here just call her Big Liz. Big Liz. Boozy Parks headed home one night with a bottle in his hand, all liquored up tight. He passed that swamp, and what did he see? It was old Big Lizzie out on a spree. Big Liz says, Boozy, well, it's a howdy do to waste corn liquor on a cuss like you. I'll swap that bottle for a little kiss. Oh, Boozy ain't touched no liquor since. Down in the swamp where the wild things grow, she'll rise up, riled up and ready to go. The biggest whatever, whatever it is. And folks around here just call her Big Liz. Big Liz. Judge Phipps, he was fair and square. He'd hang a man just to see him stare. He said he'd bring old Big Liz back, and so he went to the swamp so's to set a trap. But Liz says, Judge, I'll make you a bet that you can't hang me, 'cause I got no neck. She swung her head for him to see. Now he's a preacher down in Salisbury. Down in the swamp where the wild things grow, she'll rise up, riled up and ready to go. The biggest whatever, whatever it is. And folks around here just call her Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz. Oh, kissing Johnny. Well, he took a walk right to the heart of the Greenbrier swamp. He saw Big Lizzie up and kissed her. Says, I thought you was my sister. So Liz says, Johnny, if you'll marry me, I'll show you where my gold might be. Johnny says, not on your life, 'cause I already got me a zombie wife. Down in the swamp where the wild things grow, she'll rise up, riled up and ready to go. The biggest whatever, whatever it is. And folks around here just call her Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz haunts the Greenbrier swamp, way down deep in the cold and damp. She's something big and not quite dead. Makes your hair stand up on a bald man's head. Well, you don't want me to know how, no way. And the folks that has plenty to say about what happens on a cold, dark night. ghost that'll get you if you ain't done right. Down in the swamp where the wild things grow, she'll rise up, riled up and ready to go. The biggest whatever, whatever it is. And folks around here just call her Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz. Big Liz. Har. Wasn't that scary?
I was terrified. I was beside myself. I was funny on purpose and I laughed. Yay! Thank you for all your comments, everybody. We had grand plans on being able to actually communicate with you through my antique iPod, which is like the very first generation. Can't find the chat function on there anywhere. Tried my phone, can't find it there. Can't find it through YouTube. Extremely annoying. So I can actually read the comments on my phone, which is great. It might take me a minute to get to your questions or whatever, or if you know my phone number, you can just text me directly, and it'll take me a minute to get to you anyway.
We're going to do a song by our friend Seth Blair. This was definitely a request, not just by Jim and Nancy. Seth is a professor of biology now, I think it is.
Yeah, he's a big dude in the squishies and crunchies world.
Yes, at the University of Wisconsin in Madison. If you happen to be out there, hi, Seth. Seth used to live in the Seattle area and would come to the Victory Music open mics and bring his cello and play the most outrageous songs that he would write, and it was always a pleasure. And since he had one that was just perfect, actually two perfect for Halloween, we thought we would do one of them right now.
And another one later on.
Mm-hmm. So, the Dancing Skeletons. Arr. Whoa, 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 don't your feet move kinda slow? In the pitch black dark, in the cold black night, don't your skin feel loose, don't your throat get tight? Say, 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 here the ghosts might want to play. In the nasty shadows there's a horrible sight at the skeleton dance tonight. Ho, 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 it's the sound the cold winds blow, and you're not really sure if you're all alone with the snap of a twig or the click of a stone. Hee, 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 hope the ghouls aren't on a spree, for they jump like jackals with a terrible moan when they dance with the skeleton bone. And if you feel that something cold is sneaking up behind you, you won't be a snack for the clickety-clack if you dance like the skeletons do. Ah, 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 ah. See, 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 there are eyes up in that tree. You're a lifelong way from your nice warm bed, but you feel like a squeal or a meal instead. Woo, 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 now your head's all in a stew, for you may have guessed or have heard it said how the skeleton folks are fed. They get a great big cauldron that they fill with awful spices. I won't say more even though you implore, for they have such hideous vices. Ah, ah, ah. Zoom, 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 I danced back to my own room, and I pulled up the covers and I shut my eyes tight, and I shook in the dark with a horrible fright. Roar, 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 from behind my closet door, Will they always keep me awake till like the way the skeletons dance at night? Like this they go clickety-clack, 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 click, clack, click, click, clickety-clack, click, click, clickety-clack, click, click, clickety. Ah, ha, ha, ha. Don't your feet move kinda slow in the pitch black dark, in the cold black night? Don't your skin feel loose? Don't your throat get tight? Say, 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 all the ghouls might want to play. In the nasty shadows there's a horrible sight at the skeleton dance tonight.
I'm sorry. Every time we sing that song, we talk about this, the evil things in the closet, and you do your evil laugh. We watch a lot of the Venture Brothers. Oh. You should check it out, and then you'll know why I kind of giggle at that. Anyway, sorry. Totally obscure. Oh, look, there we are, still playing.
Good to hear. I feel kind of like Hagrid, I guess, I think.
You do look like Hagrid. That's true. Next year, you're going as Hagrid. Absolutely.
Hey. Okay, what's up next, gang? Another sea shanty, a traditional sea shanty. That is about a ghost.
Careful, dear, you'll hurt your voice.
Okay. Okay, we'll see what you think of this. It's a ghost that... Oh, look at that.
Isn't that adorable? That was a gift many, many Halloweens ago from our friend Mike. Thank you.
Probably not the ghost that we're being talked about here.
No.
This is the ghost of John Cherokee. Hope you like it. This is the story of John Cherokee, Alabama John Cherokee, an Indian man in the Miramichi, Alabama John Cherokee, way-ah, Alabama John Cherokee, way-ah, Alabama John Cherokee. They made him a slave down in Alabama, Alabama John Cherokee. He run away every time he can, Alabama John Cherokee, way-ah, Alabama John Cherokee, way-ah, Alabama John Cherokee. They put him aboard a whaling ship, Alabama John Cherokee. Still he give the boss the slip, Alabama John Cherokee, way-ah, Alabama John Cherokee, way-ah, Alabama John Cherokee. Him again and they chained him tight, Alabama John Cherokee. Starved him many a day and night, Alabama John Cherokee, way-ah, Alabama John Cherokee, way-ah, Alabama John Cherokee. Nothing to eat, nothing to drink, Alabama John Cherokee. Soon his bones began to clink, Alabama John Cherokee, way Alabama John Cherokee way. Alabama John Cherokee. Nothing to drink, nothing to eat. Alabama John Cherokee. Just fall dead at the old man's feet. Alabama John Cherokee way. Alabama John Cherokee way. Alabama John Cherokee. And now his ghost can be seen. Alabama John Cherokee, sitting on the main truck, wet and green. Alabama John Cherokee way. Alabama John Cherokee way. Alabama John Cherokee. All night he stayed till the rooster crowed. Alabama John Cherokee. When the dawn rise up, he goes below. Alabama John Cherokee way. Alabama John Cherokee way. Alabama John Cherokee.
Yay, it worked, and I managed to get onto YouTube, and I saw some of your comments. Thank you for all the praise and everything. I don't know about making this a single, but William and I will talk about making John Cherokee into something downloadable.
We have been talking about making some of these little individual songs and posting them as separate entities. So
yeah.
If you think that would be interesting, let us know.
Yeah, send us an email or comment in the comments. And Trapper, if you could keep an eye out for that stuff, that'd be awesome. And thank you for being with us, Trapper. We love you. And everybody else, y'all are awesome.
I'm wearing Steve's coat, you know.
I know, Steve's beautiful, beautiful pirate coat.
If also, you guys, if you have suggestions, sometimes people have requests or suggestions for future concerts, please write them, not just in the chat, but if you could write them in the little comment thing below
the video.
Below the video. Those will stay there, and sometimes we lose the chat and we can't find things afterwards.
Vanishes afterwards.
But we can always find those. So put in or any other comment you want to make. Say hi. It'll be great.
You guys suck. The best.
You need a barber desperately.
God, I really do. Trapper, I need Aurelio's phone number at some point. I'm wearing a wig because, oh my God, COVID hair is a thing.
So, the Flying Dutchman is one of the most famous ghost ships.
Oh, wait, sorry.
And of a ship that tries over and over again throughout history, the captain is doomed to try to...
Doomed, I tell you.
To steer to Table Bay. And he's constantly in horrible, horrible storms and can't do it. And now they still talk about it. If you're having really bad weather in that time area, you might see the Flying Dutchman out there in the storm trying to fight against the winds. Ooh, it's scary. We wrote a song we wrote a tune to go with this that we call Out on the Rocks. It was one of those cases where a song just needed a little something.
And it grew all on its own.
And it grew on its own, yes. Mwahaha.
More beard in your mouth there?
Yep, tap, tap, tuh, tuh.
Poor
Oh,
baby.
dear.
We're going to get you a better quality beard.
Arr.
Our matey.
Okay, we'll try playing this for you and see what happens. It's a pretty scary song. We got this song from our dear old friend Stan Hugel,
Aw, Stan.
godfather of sea shanties of the world
last
these
of
days.
the formerly living shantymen.
And this was in his book, this little coffee table book, and it's a darn good one it is, too. It's called The Flying Dutchman. And I have to find the
The thing for the
We're
thing.
going to try to do a little visuals for this, so you'll have some
Behind
background
us,
stuff
yeah.
behind us. Arr. Wish me luck, the way things are going today.
Oh, who knows what's going to happen? We got Pats. Yeah, there we go. Yay.
1, 2, 3.
Again,
2,
please.
3, 4. On a night so wild and dark and cold to the southward of the Cape, when from a stiff nor'wester we had just made our escape, like an infant in its cradle, every wave was hushed to sleep, and peacefully we sailed along the bosom of the deep. Then from aloft there comes a shout of horror and of fear, as if our watchman had just spied some sudden danger near. Out across the storming ocean and far upon our lee, we saw the Flying Dutchman. We saw the Flying Dutchman come bounding o'er the sea, taking our lofty canvas lads, the captain cried, this for our good ship's company ill fortune does betide. The billows tossing white with foam so dreadful did appear, the wind springs up a hurricane, now Vanderdecken's here. Comes the Flying Dutchman, fast through the hissing spray, and driven by the tempest, he steers for Table Bay. With a fury speed he's borne along before the howling blast, but he never can cast anchor there, for Table Bay he's passed, he never can cast anchor there, for Table Bay he's passed. Oh, pity poor Vanderdecken boys, for terrible is his doom. The seas around the Cape of Storms shall be his living tomb, doomed to beat about that cape forever, night and day. And he tries in vain his oath to keep. He tries in vain his oath to keep, by entering Table Bay. and every crewman stared aghast as the ghost ship bore to sea. All hearts were numb with awe and fear as she passed along our lee. Like a wise the helmsman stood entranced, all hands sighed in relief. With a rending crash and mortal force, our vessel struck a reef. With a rending crash and mortal force, our vessel struck a reef. Our vessel struck a reef.
Those images great. William worked long and hard finding those images on Facebook, or no, on the world, in the somewhere out there.
Bracing. Okay, we're going to do one more video song here, and then take a short break. We've got a little thing with a little bit of a song coming there for the break as well. But
then we'll come back.
We will. Oh, I guess sure.
That was the plan.
Well, our plan was to start on time smoothly. That,
Well, it was
what
that.
is that? That didn't happen either. So who knows? This song, though, is an old music hall song, a song of Gothic horror.
Gothic and horror in one.
I actually got to hear an original, possibly the original recorded version of this
it
from
was
something like
amazing.
1912 or something
like that. Yeah,
It
it was a long time
spooky.
ago.
You can find it on Facebook somewhere.
Or YouTube. Look on YouTube.
But this is a song that's been around, at least in my life, for not quite that long, back to 1912, but certainly back to the 1970s, where I first started doing it with Morrigan, with Mark Bridgman, Mary Malloy, and I had a version of this song. And then it's just gone, it's stuck with me like everything.
Like
everything
glue.
I've done, yeah. Because then later in Copperfield, with Paul Smith and Bob Cotta, we did a version of this which was renowned mostly for Bob Cotta's tuba playing.
Exquisite tuba playing.
He had a tuba that was held together with duct tape, and it was a sight to see.
I'm sure.
More than a sight to see than a sound to hear, because sometimes it was pretty bad.
It was not. It was wonderful.
It was wonderful. And we've been playing it ever since. So this is
Not the tuba, the song.
Not the tuba, the song, The Body in the Bag. So brace yourselves. If I can find this on here, we're going to play that for you. And then we'll be right back before we go away again. Does that make sense, I guess?
Didn't make any sense to me at all, but that's
do
okay.
it anyhow. See you later. died last night. My wife says to bury it out of sight. But we didn't have a garden, we was living in a flat. So what was I to do with the body of a cat? When a big brown paper bag I spied, I stuffed our old dead kitty cat inside. And now I'm off down the street with the body in the bag, the body in the bag, ta-ra-ra. I went off down the street to have a whiskey neat, and carefully laid my dead cat underneath the seat. Then I got down on my hands and knees, went halfway through the town, when the barman stops me, says he, "Here's your parcel, Mr. Brown." I had to thank the silly fool and give him half a crown for bringing me the body in the bag. And now I'm off down the street with the body in the bag, the body in the bag, ta-ra-ra. I threw it in the river, but the hero of a play, well, he jumped in right after, shouting, "Hip, hip, hip, hooray!" Then he crawled out on the bank, and he stood there in a pool. He says, "I'm feeling rather wet, and also rather cool. I had to take my trousers off and give 'em to the fool for bringing me the body in the bag." And now I'm off down the street with the body in the bag, the body in the bag, ta-ra-ra. I crept off down the street just as quiet as a mouse, and carefully laid my burden on the doorstep of a house. When the door it was flung open, and a lady dressed in blue said, "Pardonnez-moi, monsieur, but do you pardon?" Oh, I says, "Good heavens, no, and I've got something else to do." And I skedaddled with the body in the bag. And now I'm off down the street with the body in the bag, the body in the bag, ta-ra-ra. Garden, feeling very brave, and with a pick and shovel I commenced to dig a grave. But I got an awful shock when a voice behind me said, "Hey, you're digging my potatoes. You could have struck me dead." Ah, but there I was a-digging in his cauliflower bed. So I hit him with the body in the bag, and then I ran off down the street with the body in the bag, the body in the bag, ta-ra-ra. All at once from in the bag there came a plaintive meow. Says, "Puss, I'm dead no longer, you needn't bother now. You've often heard it said that a cat has got 9 lives. But I'm a merry tabby, I'm one of Tommy's wives. And our families, they usually come in 3s or 4s or 5s. But there were 7 little bodies in the bag. And now I'm off down the street with the bodies in the bag, the bodies in the bag, ta-ra-ra. Yes, I'm off down the street with the bodies in the bag, the bodies in the bag, ta-ra-ra.
Ta-da!
Dun, ta-da-da.
All right, well, we're going to take a very short break, and then we'll be back with some more
Yeah,
live
we got some
stuff
retuning to do, and I don't know, eat some
organizing.
spit out some more beard hair.
Eat some chocolate to get over the beard hair.
Oh, it's such a nice combination. Oh, what kind of chocolate goes well with beard hair? You know,
Thank you for all your
Acetate.
acetate. Yum.
Golly, that shirt is so white. I thought there was like something on the screen.
No, it's okay, dear. We'll fix it.
We'll fix it. Okay, we're going to take a little break here. Please hang around. There's if anybody's in the position to make contributions, we are definitely in the position to accept them gratefully.
Yeah, those medical bills I had were not fun.
But anyhow, we'll be back with more songs and videos and stuff in just a little, very short time. So
Thanks
so much for being here. See you in a bit.
I am the ghost of Bertie Binns. Cut down was I for me horrible sins. And it's
whiskey, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
the devil keeps me down below. Hey, let me out for an hour or so. And it's
whiskey, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
But when this bleeding sail is set, it's a down below I have to get. And it's
whiskey, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
It's down to the devil's southern shore. It's back to where his fires do roar. And it's
whiskey, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
I tell you boys, it's hot in hell. And I should know the place damn well. And it's
whiskey, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
Old Nicky sends you his regards. So I'll like hell to raise these yards. And it's
whiskey, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
the bosun and the mate should know. There's a spot reserved for them below. And it's
whiskey, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
Melee!
She's the mother of the witches, and all them sort of rips. Now, she's a fine gal to look at, but the hitch, she's a sight too fond of ships. She lives upon an iceberg to the north, and her man, he's Davy Jones. She combs the weeds upon her forehead with poor drowned sailors' bones. Yeah, she's the mother of the wrecks, and the mother of all big winds as blows. She's up to some deviltry or other when it storms, or sleets, or snows. The noise of the winds are screaming, I'm after a plump, young, fine, brass button, beefy rib young seaman, so as me and my mate can dine. She's a hungry old rip, cruel for sailormen like we. She's given many mariner the gruel and a long sleep under sea. The blood of many a crew upon her, and the bones of many a wreck. She has barnacles growing on her, shark's teeth around her neck. Now, I ain't never had no schooling, nor read no books like you, but I knows it ain't healthy to be fooling with that there gristly too. You're young, you think, and you're Larry. But if you're to make old bones, steer clear, I says, of Mother Carey and that there Davy Jones.
Arr. Arr. That there was a John Masefield poem for you.
It's a rerun from last year's because it was really fun. We're back. Thank you for coming back, if you're still back, if you're here. Let me look out here and see if anything's coming following us.
Arr, I see some booty out there.
What are you talking about? Oh, yeah, he has a view out the window. I don't. It's really kind of annoying. I can sort of look over his shoulder and see his shoulder, but, that's about it.
Well, just as long as them ships aren't following us, we're following them. Arr.
Okay. So you notice that there's kind of like first string Halloween monsters and second string Halloween monsters. There's Frankenstein and Dracula and the Wolfman. Those are all the top tier of Halloween spooky things. And this is a folk song about one of the second string Halloween monsters, because it's a folk song, geez.
Well, it's a Western European,
So
thing,
So in this case, we're dealing with not a werewolf, but a werefox. So not quite as scary. It's down there. There's like a whole echelon of werefoxes, like the were squirrel,
Weird mouse.
a weird duck. Okay.
Weird duck. I love that.
Quack.
Instead of saying bat, you say duck. Sorry, that's from What We Do in the Shadows, which you should also be watching.
So this song is called Reynardine.
Doesn't have a chorus, but pet's your favorite pet, and be glad it's not a weir or whatever it is. A weirodial.
A weirodial.
That's awesome.
See, that's another one.
Venture Brothers. As I walked out one evening among the springing thyme, I overheard a young woman converse with Renadine. Her hair was black, her eyes were blue, her lips like blood red wine, and he smiled to gaze upon her, did that sly bold Renadine. She said, "Good sir, be civil, my company forsake, for in my good opinion I fear you are a rake."
Oh no, he says, no rake am I, brought up in Venus train, but I'm seeking for concealment all from the judge's man. Her cherry cheeks, her ruby lips, they lost their former dye as she fell into his arms there, all on the mountain high. They had not kissed but once or twice when she came to again, and most modestly she asked him, "Pray tell to me your name." Oh, if by chance you should look for me, perhaps you'll not me find, for I'll be in my green castle, enquire for Renadine. The sun went dark, she followed him, his teeth did brightly shine, and he led her over the mountains, did that sly bold Renadine.
Isn't that a fun song? I love that song. Oh, this next thing coming up, William started recording this when I was really, really sick. So I kept hearing in the middle of my weird dreams and stuff this song going by, and I kept wondering what it was. And then he'd get to the chorus, it's like, oh yeah, because when you sang the verse lines, all these images would come into my dreams or whatever state I was in, and then but they were so ephemeral that I couldn't recognize them. But when it was Lowlands, it was like, oh, that's what those are.
Which was just perfect because it's a song about a ghostly visitation.
Yeah.
But in this case, we often do the Bay of Biscay, which is a ghostly sailor visiting his sweetheart back at home. Well, this is the opposite side of that coin, where a sailor at sea is visited by the ghost of his beloved.
Yeah.
And it's very
It's very sad.
it's very sad.
It really is.
But very ghostly.
And
So,
pretty. And I had so much fun singing harmonies.
Yeah, I like the way this turned out. I hope you will too.
Yeah, very much.
Yeah, so let us know. I dreamed a dream the other night. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. My love, she came, all dressed in white. My lowlands away. She came to me at my bedside. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. A red rose in hand, a weeping bride. My lowlands away. Farewell, farewell, my love, she said. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. Oh, you and I will ne'er be wed. My lowlands away. I bound the weep around my head. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. For now I knew my love was dead. My lowlands away. Then I awoke to hear the cry. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. Oh, watch on deck, oh, watch ahoy. My lowlands away. I dreamed a dream the other night. Lowlands, lowlands away, my John. I dreamed a dream the other night. My lowlands away. My lowlands away. My lowlands away.
There you go.
William seems a little shattered by that. It's not because of the song, it's because I almost dropped my hurdy-gurdy, like on
Like 3 seconds ago.
mic
yeah.
stands and my boots and the music stand. And she tried to spiral right out of my hands.
God, Halloween is full of scary
It's
things.
just
Yes.
fraud. I don't even know what to say.
Frightening. What a frightening day.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my gosh. Ugh. I wish I had been able to know it was going to happen before it happened.
That would have been really handy.
Handy, right.
Yeah.
Or maybe I did.
That's hysterical. Let me show you my eyebrows.
Another Seth Blair. But you probably knew that already. Here's a mystery I will share with you. It seems that I can see through walls. Can move objects at a glance. I can watch the cosmos dance. I can tell who's coming from way, way, way down the hall. I can call up over coffee a great big bottle full of gin. Having visions in my bed, I won't tell you what they said, but you notice I've been wearing this quite monstrous grin since I became a psychic. Since I became a psychic. There's a body buried in cement in the parking lot at work. He's got on a pair of shoes, but that's all he's got to lose, 'cause his wife is somewhere wearing his old paisley shirt. I can feel it. I can't tell you how I know these things. They all come to me in a flash. Like a hot foot in the snow, like a cosmic radio, like a television blaring some old worthless trash. Since I became a psychic, since I became a psychic, I know what you want. I know what you think you want. I know what you think you want. I think I know what you think you want. You think you want. You think you want. 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 You can't stay in a room with you. It won't be peaceful till you go. I know everything you think. I know every single slink. I know why you've taken on that quite unhealthy glow since I became a psychic. Since I became a psychic. There's a woman that I know a bit. She has got a crush on me. Years ago I couldn't tell what would happen if I fell, if this love would be like sunlight or the dark cold sea. But now I see beyond the darkest clouds. I can fish among the waves. And though her eyes are full of sparks, yet her teeth are like a shark's. Can you tell my friends all of the time that I have saved since I became a psychic? Since I became a psychic. I know that he loves you. I know that she loves you too. I know that he loves you too.
It's getting confusing.
I know that he loves you and she loves you, but they don't love me because I know everything so much better than they do. So if there's someone who you love in secret for her beautiful blue eyes, Don't be shy, now let it slip. Touch her hair and kiss her lip. So when she looks back at you with a look of surprise, just say, I know you love me, because I became a psychic. Since I became, you heard me, since I became a psychic. Oh, thank you.
Thank you,
Seth
for,
Blair.
I'll say, you write the best songs. They're just great. Whew. We really should learn some new songs of his.
That would be good.
That would be good.
I don't know. I think one every several decades is well. We have another a magical song here that I want to do for you. This is another video one it's called "Thrice Take These Oaken Ashes." Thrice.
It's called, well,
Thrice toss these oaken ashes.
that's what it's
in
called?
the air.
I thought it was just Oaken Ashes.
Actually, it's a song by Campion. John
That's
Campion?
right, John Campion, yeah.
Yeah, from like around 1620 or so, and it's got the real stuff. It's got magic spells happening in here, so you can take notes if you want.
Let me know if they
in case it
work.
works. Yeah, that's gonna be good.
The notes for magic, I mean.
Mwahaha. Okay, see what you think.
Thrice toss these oaken ashes in the air. Thrice sit thou mute in this enchanted chair. And thrice 3 times tie up this true love's knot. And murmur soft she will, or she will not. Go burn these poisonous weeds in yon blue fire, these screech owl's feathers and this prickling briar, this cypress gathered at a dead man's grave, that all thy fears and cares an end may have. Come, you fairies, dance with me around. Melt her hard heart with your melodious sound. In vain are all the charms I can devise. She hath an art to break with her eyes. Thrice toss these oaken ashes in the air. Thrice sit thou mute in this enchanted chair, and thrice 3 times tie up this true love's knot, and murmur soft she will, or she will not, or she will not, or she will not.
Ah, Felicia's been reading comments. Thank you for your comments.
Yeah. So pleased you liked Lowlands. We were really happy with that too.
I'm very
And-
happy with the way that's
And Teresa's version,
together.
wow, was just,
Yeah, it was very inspirational.
it really was, yep.
So we're closing in on things. We have this at what was it? Last summer, well, Labor Day weekend is when Tumbleweed happened, right? The Tumbleweed Festival is a wonderful festival here in Washington State, on the eastern part of the state, that we have enjoyed going to for years until the COVID situation came up and turned it into an online festival. And this past year, they had one particular category called the Songs of Alice Winship. And Alice Winship was a dear friend of ours who was a linchpin in the maritime music community of the Puget Sound area. She just was a fantastic source and boundless energy and got amazing things done, and things happened with her. And we miss her terribly. But she also wrote songs when she wasn't busy doing all these other things.
Really interesting songs, and this is one of our favorites, but all of her songs have something really wonderful and unique about them.
So, but one was so very Halloween-y that the very first time we heard it, we said,
yeah, we're doing
we
that."
have to take that. So we've been doing Ghost Squid ever since, but this year we did a video version of it for the Tumbleweed Festival, and we know that not every one of you out there managed to get to the Tumbleweed Festival and see all of the videos and the sites and
It was a big
events.
weekend.
Yeah.
A lot of stuff going on.
So we're rerunning that for you tonight because it's a. If you didn't know, ghost squid are real things.
Yeah, they are creepy.
Creepy. And because while looking into that, after when we first saw this song or heard it, we thought, oh, ghost squid. It's
that's
like
fun.
weird fox,
Weird fox,
weird fox,
squid, ghost fox, ghost squid. Yeah, same
right.
difference, yeah.
But no, it turned out it was a real thing. And while doing some research, I came upon some video clips of the actual real ghost squid, and they were just so spooky that I had to do something with them. So they are interspersed in this video version of the song. And
There's a lot of weird stuff down in the deeps, and this is some of the weirdest.
wahaha.
Yeah. Enjoy.
So waha.
Or-
Some dread the sight of the phantom light that lures to a rocky shore. Some are afraid of a pirate raid and the big gun's deadly roar. My fate is worse, for I've been cursed by ghost squid. Ghost squid. They haunt my dreams and I can't sleep. Ghost squid. Those slimy devils of the deep. Their psychic ink has fogged my brain. The thoughts I have are quite insane. If I do wrong, it's them to blame. Those ghost squid. Ghost squid. Some fear the ship on an endless trip, the Flying Dutchman's doom. One glimpse of those pale and tattered sails, and you're bound for a watery tomb. My fate is worse, for I've been cursed by ghost squid. Ghost squid, they haunt my dreams and I can't sleep. Ghost squid, those slimy devils of the deep. Their psychic ink has fogged my brain. The thoughts I have are quite insane. If I do wrong, it's them to blame. Those ghost squid. Ghost squid. Some shake and quail when they hear the tale of that boat on the final shore. The ferryman old and the river cold, and you never come back no more. My fate is worse, for I've been cursed by ghost squid. Ghost squid, they haunt my dreams and I can't sleep. Ghost squid, those slimy devils of the deep. Their psychic ink has fogged my brain. The thoughts I have are quite insane. If I do wrong, it's them to blame. Those ghost squid. I see you laugh, and you think I'm daft, but your laugh will turn to pain. When you see black mist, and you feel the twist of tentacles in your brain. Your fate's the worst, you've all been cursed by ghost squid. Ghost squid, they haunt my dreams and I can't sleep. Ghost squid, those slimy devils of the deep. Their psychic ink has fogged my brain. The thoughts I have are quite insane. If I do wrong, it's them to blame. Those ghost squid, they haunt my dreams and I can't sleep. Ghost squid, those slimy devils of the deep. Their psychic ink has fogged my brain. The thoughts I have are quite insane. If I do wrong, it's them to blame. Those ghost squid.
Ghost squid.
Ghost squid.
We do miss lovely Alice. She was truly just an amazingly deep person. Really enjoyed getting to know her. She was really something.
Well, we have one more song to close off with. This is another Janie Maneely song about another supernatural creature. Not quite on the same scale with
As the Weirfox.
Weirfoxes, but
but more antique.
The sirens were known for their dangerous. Just the presence of them was a sign of doom, right? Because they would
they're bad.
lure things. Well, this is a different take on that. This is one particular mermaid siren who lives in the Puget Sound, in the Chesapeake Bay, and but the thing is, we've done this song, we've done Nasty Nell for ages and ages, but it's
Halloween. And we discovered this a few years ago, that sometimes the songs that we sing also like to dress up for Halloween. I mean,
Right?
who would figure that? Yeah. So Nasty Nell had this request to be, she said, yes, it's all nice being a folk song, but I'd really love to be a country western song. And we thought, well, of course.
Well, why not?
Why not?
I was going to wear my
So-
cowboy hat, but it won't fit over this hair.
And I don't have a cowboy hat.
I'll have to get you one, dear.
But I look a little bit like ZZ Top now.
That's right, dear.
So, join us, please. Sing along from home, everybody, here at the Wet Old Opry.
Okay, come on.
2, 3, and... Well, Bunky was waiting for a big old fish to strike, daydreaming about women and the fight on Friday night. He hocked a loogie off the side and took another chew. When something starts a thrashing such as feisty fishes do, no sooner Bunky cocks his head, a female form appears. Why, it's Nasty Nell the mermaid, just as sure as butt is beer. Oh, damn it, Captain, she pipes up, you snaggle my caboose. I'll give you to the count of 2 to up and cut me loose. Well, hold on, Sister Bunky says, I don't believe we've met. Well, why don't you just thrash until that hook is good and set? And then I'll haul you up on deck. Won't we have a time? Why, salty gals such as yourself would probably suit me fine. Now, you ain't no beauty, I forgot to tell you that. Tattoos on her biceps and the barnacles up her back. A seaweed sprouting from her chest, a scar across her gut. And she cursed like any blue nose when she got a dander up. Go to hell, says Nasty Nell, stubbing her cigar. Oh, you're nothing but a lily-livered, lousy lump of lard. I would jump the bones of Davy Jones, sit on Ahab's knee, for I let the likes of you lay your chickered mitts on me. Now Bunky starts to chuckle just to see that mermaid spit, and he settles in his deck chair so's to watch her pitch a fit. Oh, tell me when you're tired, love, he says to Nasty Nell. I don't want you all tuckered when I ring that party bell. Now listen, Buster, Nelly snaps, this isn't any joke. Piss me off and in a flash I'll up and sink your boat. I loves this funky lady. Bunky answered with a grin, and he grabs his fishing tackle and he starts to crank her in. Go to hell, says Nasty Nell, stubbing her cigar. Oh, you're nothing but a lily-livered, lousy lump of lard. I would jump the bones of Davy Jones, sit on Ahab's knee, for I let the likes of you lay your chickered mitts on me. Well, there, Bunky tells her, there's no need to be distraught. All's fair in love and fishing, and you're the one got caught. But Nellie held a mirror up and flashed it from her hand. I got $50, says you ain't setting foot again on land. With a she flapped her scaly tail, jiggle loose that hook. She flipped old Bunk the finger, and without a second look, she swam down deep and swam away without a pretty please. Just as Bunky felt the water start to swirl around his knees. Go to hell, says Nasty Nell, stubbing her cigar. Oh, you're nothing but a lily-livered, lousy lump of lard. I would jump the bones of Davy Jones, sit on Ahab's knee, for I let the likes of you lay your chickered mitts on me. Well, it's a lesson for learning
For them's would be wise. Steer clear of them, they're mermaids. What'll cut you down to size. They are the stuff of legends, such as found in any book. Why, a mermaid, she can sink you with a single dirty look. There's countless songs and stories, though no witnesses survive. They don't appear inclined to leave us sailor boys alive. They'll flash that bloody mirror, and down in the sea you'll drop. Just ask our buddy Bunky, next time he washes up. Go to hell, says Nasty now. Stubbing her cigar, oh, you're nothing but a lily-livered, lousy lump of lard. I would jump the bones of Davy Jones, sit on Ahab's knee, before I let the likes of you lay your checkered mitts on me. Go to hell, says Nasty now. Stubbing her cigar, oh, you're nothing but a lily-livered, lousy lump of lard. I would jump the bones of Davy Jones, sit on Ahab's knee, before I let the likes of you lay your checkered mitts on me.
Well, there you go.
Thank you very much. Thank you
so
all
much, yeah,
so
for
much for
being here.
for coming out. This has been a lot of fun.
Appreciate it.
In spite of the kind of scary Halloween start, so glad that we managed to find
The thing,
the stream
whatever
again,
it was.
and managed to row our boats merrily down the live stream.
That's good, dear. I like that.
So
We've got another concert coming up in November, and that's all shipwrecks.
disasters at sea.
Yeah, disasters at sea.
Well, they're not all sad. I mean, there's some disasters at sea that are like, romantic disasters at sea.
That's true, romantic disasters.
Culinary disasters
Culinary,
at sea.
yeah.
That sort of thing. So it's not...
It's all doom and gloom.
You should definitely pack 3 or 4 handkerchiefs for that, though, because there's a lot of sad stuff. And a little project I've been working on with a poem by Alfred Lord Tennyson. And
It is so
we'll see how
awesome.
that-
Wait till you hear it. It's so
so
cool.
do come for that. And then, not to fail to mention, in December we'll be teaming up with wonderful Tanya Opland and Mike Freeman again, and doing our winter return concert show. I think on the solstice or thereabouts.
Well, and also for Three Rivers.
We're also doing a concert for the Three Rivers. I think that's for Three Rivers, though. I don't think
It is. You would have to be part of their club, and there's a fee and all that sort of stuff. I highly recommend that you join them. They are awesome people, and they deserve all the support in the world.
these are the people who
They're
put
great.
on the Tumbleweeds Festival.
Yeah, they're
so.
just fabulous.
Anyhow, wonderful people all. Thank you. Thank you for sharing your Halloween afternoon or evening with
Or
us. Depends on where you
midnight
are.
or whatever.
But we had a really good time, and we hope you've had a good time too. If you are able to make donations, thank you for those donations. If you're not, we're just happy to see you here.
Thrilled to have you here anyway,
And we
absolutely,
hope you'll
yeah.
come back again and bring all your friends. And so please do hit the little like buttons on the YouTube thing if you can.
Comment underneath the video
Comments
if you have
are
time.
good.
That'd be awesome if you did.
Subscribe to the channel, and all that means is we'll give you. There's no it's not like Netflix.
It's
that
not
you're gonna get billed.
monetized,
Yeah.
so we're
you're just
not
gonna
desperate.
get
It's
a little
just-
notice that we're going to be coming online, and then it'll probably be a notice going, "Oh, now they're offline again." Wait, no, now they're online again.
Now they're
Oh,
offline again.
Oh, okay. Wait,
That
they're
was
back.
1 minute concert. So.
Yeah. So
All right. Well,
what can I say?
thanks again. We had a wonderful time, and we miss you all so much. So much. I can't wait till it's safe to do live concerts again.
Okay.
Take care.
We'll see you
Bye.
again later.
I am the ghost of Bertie Binns. Cut down was I for me horrible sins. And it's
Whiskey, oh Johnny, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.
the devil keeps me down below. Hey, let me out for an hour or so. And it's
Whiskey, oh Johnny, oh John, rise her up from down below. Whiskey, 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 oh, up aloft this yard must go. John, rise her up from down below.